And what I would love to ask you then is like, how are you navigating through these waters? Because you're
Right.
amazing. Like, I'm not saying nobody's perfect. We're not perfect. Okay, I know that. Yet, it does seem like it. You're doing a pretty good job at it. And we would love to learn from you. Like, how are you navigating those waters? You personally, as a filmmaker, you are.
I feel that making pioneers in skirts helped me to see when biases are in play. Unconscious biases. It's this idea that we have no control over these assumptions we're making over people, and it's only when we acknowledge them that they become conscious, and we can actually fix it and change it. And because I went on that journey at making pioneers in skirts, I think I'm on the other side now, back in the narrative space, pursuing big budget features and things like that. I'm able to be okay because these things don't affect me as much. I see them, I acknowledge them, and then I move on. It's hard. I know more, like I have students, I teach a class at UCLA, and they're like, Ashley, do you feel like you haven't been able to do this and this and this because you're a woman? And I'm like, it's probably true, but I can't sit in that space for very long. I just have to keep moving. And I hang my hat on the people who are supportive. I've got an amazing team. Hello, I've got a mom who's like wants my career to succeed. How often can you have that partner in crime? Literally, no, we have never committed crimes.
Not yet,
but not yet. But it's like I've also got a lot of women's groups where we all talk about what's going on and how we can support each other. I'm on the board of Alliance of Women Directors, and that has allowed me to get exposed more in the industry as far as like who wants to support this space. And I'll be frank, I've gotten away from the studio system as well when it comes to making my movies. I have found a community who wants to support the stories I'm telling outside of the industry. I'm not waiting. That's the other thing. You don't want to just wait for somebody to say yes. You just keep going. And you're like, do you want to jump on the train? Because we're moving. Let's go. I can do that in the short film space. I am nervous when it comes to making the feature because we're going to have to raise a lot more money. So come visit me in a year and I'll tell you how that's going.
Wow.
But right now, you're just waiting. You throw everything at the wall and you just wait for one thing to stick. And then you just jump. And I think you also have time. You have to take the time to relax.